Y'all, the internet is in absolute chaos because Skai Jackson just got pulled into one of the messiest scandals that we've seen in a minute. Out of nowhere, her baby daddy Yerky went off, threatening her and exposing claims that she's been sneaking around with NBA Youngboy. And when I say exposing, I mean he came with some receipts and bold accusations that instantly set social media on fire. And fans are stunned, the timeline is flooded, and everybody is gagged. And get this, not only did Yerky expose her, but he's also making some pretty scary threats that has everybody scared for her. So what exactly did Yerky have to say, and does Skai need a restraining order against him? Y'all, let's break it down. Okay y'all, so from the first time that we found out about who Skai Jackson was dating, we knew he was going to be a problem. And fast forward to today and him allegedly threatening Skai for moving on with NBA Youngboy, it looks like our instincts were absolutely right. See, a couple of days ago, Skai posted a video of her at Youngboy's concert. Now, to be fair, this wasn't sus in any way, but what really had people talking were the pictures of them linking up backstage. And y'all, it wasn't looking friendly, it was looking flirty. Fans immediately started to speculate that there was a little something going on, and it was their way of soft launching their little relationship. And y'all know that Skai loves her a good old soft launch moment. But y'all, this blind item also confirmed that these two are secretly dating, saying, in a life filled with bad decision after bad decision, airplane thriller hooking up with a rapper who has 10 kids at the age of 25 is among the worst. Maybe not as bad as finding a boyfriend baby daddy on Prison Talk, but close. Y'all, that was messy, but get this, word in the streets is that Yerky is furious at her for getting with Youngboy. And I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of weird because one, they broke up earlier this year and he wasn't even at the birth of their son in January because he was locked up. And also, Skai has an entire restraining order against him after he put hands on her earlier in the year and even told her to drink bleach while she was pregnant with their son. Plus, doesn't this man have like a bunch of legal issues to worry about? He still is in jail as we speak, but for some reason, he's still getting hot and bothered about who Skai is with. Now, this is where things get really tricky because according to an insider, Yerky allegedly has some really incriminating stuff on Skai. He's been allegedly holding it over her head and threatening her. The insider claimed that Yerky threatened to release the dirt if she didn't break up with Youngboy because he doesn't want another man around his son. And as bad as it sounds, it wouldn't be the first time that Yerky would humiliate Skai on the internet. I mean, he has admitted to hating her and even hinting that she baby trapped him. Y'all remember that time he announced to the world how much he hated her, saying, "I'm WAP, I'm salty, I got this dumbass Disney Channel be pregnant, I hate this." Now, Skai and her mama immediately jumped in to deny this, but Skai saying his page was hacked. He never said this. End of story. And her mama also said he never said this. Stop being messy. However, Yerky was determined to prove just how much he hated Skai because then he went live on Facebook just to prove that he wasn't hacked.
Boy, you gonna stop doing that, girl? Like, bruh, y'all talking about doing it? Like what? I ain't do. And I'm single, I can do it. Baby girl, you ain't know I'm good for domestic. On life, we'll both go to jail, beating on each other. Smile in my mugshot.
Y'all, when it comes to Skai and Yerky, it's always some messy drama going on between them. Now, I'm not trying to blame her or anything like that, but like I said, when we first found out who her baby daddy was, we all knew that he was going to be trouble. I mean, he was in prison when they first met, and I'm not going to be judgy, but that was a big red flag right there, especially because there's always reports about how he was in prison because he put hands on his first baby mama. And what's really sad are the blind items that claim that Skai's parents allegedly had her doing some yachting work back in the day. One blind item said, there have been some actor and actresses the past few years that couldn't wait until they reached 18 to hook up with certain people in the industry. Here are a few. The former Disney actress was already yachting by the time she was 15. Her family knew that is when she would make the most bucks. Their plan was to save it, but they spent it as fast as it came in. So it looks like that was the kind of life that she was used to. When she went public with Yerky after months of soft launching, more blind items items popped up warning her about who he was and how he was bad news. For example, this one said, "This former Disney actress who was passed around before she was old enough to drive is now dating a substance dealer who has his hands in everything. This won't turn out well." But at the time, she either didn't care or she just chose to see the best in him. Either way, it didn't end well for her, and she even got arrested for putting hands on him at some point. However, at the time, they both claimed that things weren't toxic and that it was taken out of context. But y'all, she and Yerky broke up and things have been quiet between them. Until now, that is. With Yerky threatening her to dump Youngboy, it's only a matter of time before things can get toxic all over again. But the wild part is that no matter what she does, things are going to be messy. There's literally no way out for her. Even if Yerky turns out to be bluffing and doesn't leak anything about her, it's still going to get messy. I mean, NBA Youngboy isn't exactly a model boyfriend. I mean, he's literally married and has 10 kids with 8 different women. Now, I'm not trying to shade Skai, but I think that we can all agree that she doesn't exactly have the best track record when choosing her man, and she always seems to be in some sort of relationship drama. I mean, y'all remember when Skai Jackson's name got dragged through the mud with that whole scandal involving Beyonce's nephew Jules Smith, right? Their relationship was already messy, but once it ended, things went from bad to catastrophic. Out of the nowhere, Jules decided to air out her dirty laundry for the world to see, and he didn't just stop at words. Back in 2021, he shocked everyone when he leaked an explicit video of him and Skai together. And that wasn't just a mistake or a slip up, it was a calculated move meant to humiliate her. And why did he do it? Well, Jules claimed that Skai had cheated, but instead of walking away quiet, he went for revenge in the most destructive way possible. The fallout was instant. That clip spread online like wildfire, and the backlash was brutal. But here's where it got worse. Jules didn't back down after that leak. He doubled down, hopping on social media and literally bragging about how he ruined her life. He wasn't embarrassed, he wasn't apologizing, he was wearing it like a badge of honor. So some messages leaked of him bragging about it in a group chat with his friends, and he wrote, "She cheated. Off I left, of course." One of his friends wrote, "I'm sorry he had sex with Skai." And Jules replied, "She cheated, and yeah." Another one of his friends wrote, "Why is she talking about throw Libra men away if she's the one that cheated?" And Jules replied, "'Cause I made sure to ruin her life." He also bragged, "I effed her good and got her addicted and then left her. It's complicated." But even though Skai was clearly the victim in that mess with Jules, she still got dragged for it. The internet wasted no time pointing fingers, and the backlash quickly shifted to their age difference. At the time, Jules was only 16 while Skai was 19, almost 20. And that detail set the timeline on fire. Some were clowning Jules for being messy and reckless, but Skai caught some heavy criticism too. She was being accused of dating someone way too young and underage, and before long the entire situation spiraled into a full-blown controversy that had everybody debating who was really in the wrong. She moved on from Jules to Yerky, and I think we all can figure out how messy that was. And now she's on the NBA Youngboy. Now, I'm not going to speak too much on him as a father, but as a partner, y'all, Skai better run as far as she can. And the crazy thing is, it's not even his wife, Jaslyn, that she should be scared of. If she doesn't leave her messed up, she's going to get jumped by Yaya Mayweather. And y'all know that Yaya don't play about NBA Youngboy, her man. That's not even really her man, just because he's married to somebody else. It's a messy situation, but y'all know. Yaya just don't play. And Skai definitely can't handle that smoke. And Youngboy also seems to be locked in with Yaya. I mean, she has his entire face tatted on her body. And he bought her a Lamborghini truck for her 25th birthday a couple of weeks ago. Also, Yaya has threatened to not only jump Youngboy's wife, Jaslyn, but also Jaslyn's mom. So long story short, Skai either needs to stay away from Youngboy or get herself some self-defense classes, cause she gon' need them. But just like that, Skai Jackson found herself back in the center of a storm, from the explosive fallout with Jules Smith to her baby daddy threatening her over NBA Youngboy drama. The chaos is only getting worse. Receipts are flying out everywhere, and the threats are real, and every new detail is turning the heat up even higher. The internet is buzzing, fans are taking sides, and one wrong move could send this whole situation completely off the rails. And trust me, you don't want to miss what happens next, because this saga is far from over. And the next chapter is about to get absolutely wild.